Hey guys, I'm Angus and today I'm going to be talking about movies that I think were better than the books they were based on. So I know a lot of you aren't going to agree with me on this list, and that's fair. Everyone has their own opinion on movies and books, and obviously books and movies really can't be compared that much because they're two very different storytelling mediums, but of course people compare them and I fall victim to that as well. I compare movies to books all the time, as I'm sure a lot of you do, and today I just want to point out some books that I thought the movie was actually better than the book that they were based on. So first up, we have The Maze Runner by James Dashner. I did not finish reading this book. That's how much I didn't like it. I don't know what it was. Probably the writing style I just didn't enjoy and I just couldn't get into. I just felt clunky. I really can't remember too much from my reading experience. I just remember not being able to finish it. I got about halfway through and was like, I can't. So when the movie rolled around, I was very wary that I was probably not going to enjoy it, and I went in with very low expectations, but when I did watch it, I really enjoyed it. Like, it's a great movie, and I really enjoyed it, and I know a lot of people did as well. I'm talking about the first one, of course, not the second one. Not really sure how I feel about the second one, but the first movie I enjoyed a lot, and I honestly think it's better than the book it's based on. The next book we have is Catching Fire by Susan Collins. A lot of you are gonna hate me on this, but I thought the movie was better than the book. I really enjoyed Catching Fire. It's my favorite book in the trilogy, but the movie was just so excellent. The production design was a huge step up from the first movie, which I do not like at all. I thought the first movie was an unfair representation of the first book. I'm kind of annoyed at it. But this second one was excellent, and it's great to see a series of movies improving on their mistakes from the first one. A lot of movies don't do it. The Percy Jackson movies, for example, just got worse. Obviously, there were pacing issues with them only spending like the last third of the movie actually in the arena. But I think the most important parts from the book came from the first half of the book, and that's what they decided to focus on. The next book we have is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn, and I read this book very close to watching the movie, and honestly, I have to say, the movie is a masterpiece. It's so well done. I think my love for movies kind of hinders my opinion on this because the book is great. I just thought the movie took the story to a whole nother level. It spoke so much deeper than you think it could. Like, if you're studying film and you watch that movie, you will understand it when I say that the film work that they do in it works on such a deeper level. It really captures the essence of the book, and in some places I think it improves on the book, which is really interesting. If you haven't read this book or watched this movie, I recommend doing both. Read the book first, watch the movie, let me know what you think, because I honestly think the movie improved on the book. The next book. If you don't agree with me on this next book, please do not just go and hit the dislike button, because I know a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, I think that movie is amazing. Alfonso Cuarón directed it, and he is a god. He's amazing with his film work, and I honestly think he improved on the story and just made it a lot more amazing. Like, the book is already amazing, but I just feel like I enjoyed the movie so much more. I can see you all shaking your heads at me right now, but what can I say? I remember spending a weekend where I watched that movie 3 times with a notebook and a pen just to get down all the little cool film work that Alfonso does, because it is amazing. I wrote an essay on this to get into film school, and honestly, it's probably my favorite essay that I've ever written. It was so much fun. I just keep seeing the next book in my pile and just thinking, oh my god, these people are gonna hate me even more. The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Now, I can think of some reasons why this is the case. I read Fault in Our Stars in one sitting, in one day, and I think it was a little overhyped. So when I read it, I was a little bit disappointed. Of course, it's a fantastic book. Waiting a few months, I think it was, and then going and seeing the movie really did something else for me. I think because I went into it with lower expectations because of how I was disappointed by the book, I came out of it really loving it. And I cried in the movie, I didn't cry in the book, just something to note. And of course, all these books are great books. I'm just saying that I personally enjoyed the movie more. And the final book we have today is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I feel like some people might agree with me on this. I've read this book probably 3 or 4 years ago now, but then I went to see the movie and I absolutely adored it. Like, the set design, the costume design, everything in that movie is just blows you away. And I really got to appreciate the story more because I could actually understand it. I feel like the book just makes the plot so confusing in the way it's written. But then I did study the book the next year for school, and I came to appreciate it a lot more. This is one of those books where I hated reading it, but I love to study it. I have a few of them. I thought the movie was better. And of course it won an Oscar, I'm pretty sure, for the set design or something. So that's my list. It's not very long because there aren't really that many movies that are actually better than the books in my opinion. And this is all my opinion. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, all of the social medias, all the links down below if you want to follow me there. Please let me know down in the comments any movies that you enjoyed more than the books. I'd love to know. I'll see you guys next time with another video. Goodbye!